This is a very special occasion. It's a special occasion because this is our very, very first inaugural Conversations with Calvin. We've been planning this for 6 weeks. We found each other on LinkedIn. Claudine is fascinating and interesting and a sophomore at Rutgers, and she has so much to say, and that's why we're doing this inaugural Conversations with Calvin with Claudine Smith. So without further ado, Claudine, say hi, introduce yourself, do a little bio, and do some contact information.
Sure. Hi, everybody. As Calvin said, I'm Claudine Smith, and I'm a sophomore at Rutgers. I'm also on the track team, and I'm in the School of Arts and Sciences, hoping to major in history, and I'm also going to apply to the School of Communication and Information. Instagram is my main platform, and I actually have 3 accounts for my different ventures. My first one is Claudine Smiles, just my first name with smiles. Then I have my track account. It's Claudine.track. And then a video production account, which is Cash_Productions with 2 H's, CASHH_Productions. And Cash Productions on YouTube as well.
Perfect. So talk about your freshman year. You're going into your sophomore year. Talk about your freshman year because it was half regular and half COVID. And talk about emotions and stuff.
Yes, my freshman year was a very interesting experience. For the time that I was there, I tried to be as involved as I could be, especially with doing track and just getting to know Rutgers University and the town. My season went well for the first part. I actually did break the school record in triple jump. Was a very, I didn't even expect to do it at that meet. I knew that it could be achieved in my time at Rutgers, but not as soon as it happened.
By the way, you told me a great story about that. You didn't even know you broke the Rutgers record for triple jump, did you?
No, not when I jumped it. I mean, all my teammates knew it was a very big jump. Like, this place that we went to was the Vanderbilt Invite. My coach had hyped up the runway that's like very bouncy and all, so he was expecting us all to jump very big. But I saw the record before when I was looking at just the website, but I didn't have it memorized. So some people were like, you might have broken the record. So I checked with another coach to see exactly what the mark was. And, he did his research, checked on the website, and he came back to me. He was like, yeah, you broke it. So I was like, wow.
Wow. I mean, that's just, it is a wow. Next, just some feelings talking to a student, about the whole world of online classes and the adjustment to it.
Yeah. The whole thing, it just came really fast, how everybody kind of, took it in. It was just like, what is this COVID-19 coronavirus? It just didn't seem like it could affect us at first. And then it started affecting us because I was about to go into my outdoor season. We actually were going to have our first meet in Miami, Florida. And just when we were packing it all to go down, we were sent home.
Wow.
And then, it was spring break. So the university was trying to make plans for how they're going to go about with the spring semester. Then, everything was online. I had already had 2 online classes, so I kind of prepared me for having everything online. But I'm a kind of person who kind of just takes things how they are, try to adjust as best as I can. And yeah.
Okay. What's it like? Your track star these last few months. Talk about your training. What are some of the things you're doing to stay in shape?
Yeah, training has been all up to me. Our coach gives us the workouts, but it's all up to us to find the track, find the places to execute our workouts. And for the first part of quarantine, most tracks were closed. So I just went to my local park and did whatever workouts I could. But yeah, I've still been training.
Okay, good. You mentioned something about UTC camp. What is that?
Yeah, UTC is Ultimate Training Camp, kind of linked with AIA, Athletes in Action. So a whole bunch of Athletes in Action groups from different universities around the country, we came together on a Zoom type platform, and it was a 5-day camp. Usually they have it in California and different places in the country, but it was very interesting coming together with almost over 1,000 student athletes as well on a Zoom and carrying out worship and workouts too. They had us doing some workouts. It wasn't as rigorous because it was not in person, but hopefully I can go to one when it's in person.
Okay, a silly question. Excluding family and friends, who would you like, living or dead, who would you like to spend the day with during the COVID pandemic?
Yeah, I would say Beyonce because she just seems like such a creative person. Her mind is always trying to think of things. So especially in a time where we're locked down, I'd want to see what she's doing in that time in her everyday life. Even out of COVID, I'd want to spend a day with her and just see what she
Perfect.
does.
Perfect. Favorite musician?
I like Drake as my favorite. He's
Okay.
very well versed and things like that.
Okay. Let's see. Favorite book?
I would say The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin. I
Okay.
just read that in one of my classes this past fall.
Okay. There's another wonderful aspect to you that you love writing children's books. Do you want to kind of chat about that for a minute?
Yes, I've been writing my first children's book. I had the idea a couple years ago, but quarantine kind of pushed me to really get it in the works. And actually, quarantine showed me that I am a creative person. I would say I used to think I'm more creative in the media type elements, but in terms of literary, I've had so many ideas of like writing certain blogs that interest me. But overall, I'm just a very curious and creative person. So.
And I have something under my red Rutgers hat, and there's not enough time for you to guess what it is. So I'll show you what it is. I found the composite
Wow.
of the Rutgers track team in your honor, and I thought that was great. I went looking on the Rutgers athletic site. So as we wind down, there is never enough time, Claudine, to do all this, but we'll get back. And we will redo more of these as folks kind of learn about the conversation with Calvin, we the species. And by the way, we're telling our viewers out there, comments and encouragements, you can send all your comments to conversationswithcalvin@gmail.com so we can come back with Claudine. So I'm going to say to you, this has been wonderful. It's been perfect. We will redo this. And I just wish you all good things for September. And we're going to sign off. And this has been great. And I thank you.
Thank
and I
you
thank
too.
LinkedIn for introducing me to you. And I thank Rutgers. So talk soon.